The entire Council of Chiefs must be mad.
This is not good for our reputation.
Hello, this is the news update. Thanks for joining us. Today, Hisu Primary School in Central Province is set to host the commissioning of a newly constructed inclusive school wash facility funded by WaterAid PNG with support from the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints charity. This facility, designed to cater to menstrual management among girls and menstruating teachers, features amenities such as showers, hand washing basins, toilets, incinerators, and lockable doors for privacy. Additionally, it includes accessibility features for students and teachers with disabilities. The event, coinciding with World Menstrual Hygiene Day, aims to raise awareness about menstrual care and combat period stigma. Key stakeholders, including government officials and representatives from various organizations, will be present to deliver speeches and witness the inauguration. The groundbreaking of the Roriz farm expansion took place yesterday in Bunata village in Central Province. This expansion not only marked a celebration of the growth of the business, but also a spirit of collaboration and innovation. Rigo MP and Minister for National Planning, Se Anophala, presented a funding of 4,400,000 kina from the Rigo District Development Authority, and the Department of National Planning and Monitoring presented an additional 20 million kina for this endeavor in the hopes for success and prosperity for the people of Rigo and Central Province.
With the approval of the Rigo DDA, we have decided to give 4.4 million kina for us to launch the customary land outgrowth program. Because if you are going to do it the normal way, it will never be done. It's impossible. We need to use machines. So with this money, Jeff, you go ahead with your Japanese experts and then open up the land, build the roads, and build the infrastructures, and we will move forward.
On behalf of the government, through our Minister, Honorable Se Anophala, the government has made a commitment in its recognition of Rigo Rice project, and has made available of funding of 20 million kina to support build key infrastructure, enabling infrastructures around Rigo Rice project.
Australia and Papua New Guinea have teamed up to combat snake bite-related fatalities in Papua New Guinea, led by St. John Ambulance in collaboration with Commonwealth Serum Laboratories, Securis, and the National Department of Health. The partnership aims to address the shortage of snakebite anti-venoms. Since its inception in 2018, the PNG Snakebite Partnership has saved over 2,000 lives and trained 1,500 healthcare workers across 13 provinces. The initiative also supports the PNG government in establishing a sustainable anti-venom supply. With enthusiastic support from key stakeholders, including Australia's High Commissioner to Papua New Guinea and medical experts, the renewed partnership signals a commitment to improving healthcare outcomes in the region. This week, Twinza and the Mineral Resources Development Company announced the obtaining of all internal approvals and executed a series of binding agreements for MRDC to take up 50% participating interest in the Pasca A development project. The Pasca A gas field is in the Papua Basin in the Gulf Province. The project is Papua New Guinea's first offshore gas field development, bringing stranded gas resources discovered 47 years ago into production.
For us in MRDC, it's a game changer for us. It is because it is not easy for a national company to own 50% of a petroleum sector or a mining sector. Usually our legal entity is usually 2% or 5%, but to take a bold step in venturing into that, it's a big fest. And I'm proud of this record.
We're at that watershed moment for the company. I feel today, the 29th of May 2024, marks a massive moment. We've already been on this journey for 16 years, but I honestly believe that today is the moment that the Pasca project becomes a reality for the people of Papua New Guinea and for the people and investors that have supported Twins over all these years.
Former President Donald Trump has been found guilty on all 34 felony counts related to a 2016 hush money payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels. It marks the first time in history that a former U.S. president has been convicted on criminal charges. Trump last April pleaded not guilty to a 34-count indictment charging him with falsifying business records in connection with a hush money payment his then attorney, Michael Cohen, made to adult film actress Stormy Daniels in order to boost his electoral prospects in the 2016 presidential election. Daniels, whose hush money payment was at the center of the case, provided some of the most gripping testimony at the trial, describing in detail her alleged 2006 sexual encounter with Donald Trump, which he denies. At a post-verdict news conference, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, who brought the case against Trump, thanked the jurors for their careful attention to the evidence and the law and their time and commitment over these past several weeks. Thailand's former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra is said to be indicted under the country's strict laws on insulting the royal family, which carry a maximum jail term of 15 years.
Former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra returned from self-imposed exile last year and was immediately handed an 8-year sentence on charges of abuse of power and conflict of interest. But he only ended up serving about 6 months of those entirely from hospital before he was released on parole this February. Now, that led a lot of people to speculate that he and his political party, Per Thai, which is the ruling party here in Thailand, had done a deal, had done this grand bargain with their sworn enemies, their bitter rivals, the Conservative parties and the military that had ousted him in a coup in the first place. So these charges, this indictment, did come somewhat as a surprise, and I think it really shows that Thaksin Shinawatra still has some very powerful enemies within the royalist establishment. Now, his is the most high profile of these lèse majesté or royal defamation cases that Thailand's ever seen, but he's just one of hundreds of people who've been prosecuted under these laws, which are some of the strictest of their kind in the world. Just this week, a politician from the opposition Move Forward party was given a 2-year sentence under the lèse majesté laws. And about a fortnight ago, a young activist who was being held in pre-trial detention was hunger striking, and she died. And that really reignited this debate and this anger over these laws and what many say is a need for justice reform. Now, all of this comes while the Prime Minister, Seta Thavisin, faces his own legal dramas. Basically, there was a cabinet reshuffle here back in April. Seta Thavisin appointed to the ministry a man called Pichit Chernban. The problem was that Pichit had served time in jail. He'd served about 6 months in jail back in 2008 for allegedly attempting to bribe a judge in yet another of Thaksin Shinawatra's legal cases. Now, the Thai constitution says that anyone in the ministry has to be of evident integrity. So he immediately announced his resignation last week in an attempt to try to protect Seta Thavisin from the legal fallout of this, but it's unclear if that will work. The Prime Minister said Thailand now has about 2 weeks to put forward his case of why he made that appointment in the first place, or he risks being ousted as Prime Minister. So this is by far the biggest threat that he and his government have faced since they came to power last August. So plenty more turbulent, tumultuous times ahead in Thai politics, but obviously this is a place that is no stranger to political turmoil.
Team PNG's quest for glory at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games receives a powerful boost as ExxonMobil PNG pours in a staggering 270,000 kina into their campaign. The grand announcement unfolded at the ExxonMobil House in Port Moresby, radiating the spirit of unity and determination. ExxonMobil PNG Limited's unwavering commitment to the Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee and Team PNG has been a beacon of support since 2012, with their cumulative contributions soaring to an impressive 1.7 million kina. This monumental injection of funds is poised to revolutionize our athletes' journey, providing them with the resources and opportunities needed to elevate their skills and fortify their spirits. The return of big guns Mitch Moses and Clint Gutherson has sparked the Eels to a 34-22 win over the Sharks at Combank Stadium Thursday night. In his first game since round 3, Moses had his fingerprints all over the much-needed victory with a try assist, 82 run meters and 5 goals, while Gutherson ran for 279 meters. On the back of a fumble by Gutherson, the Sharks struck first through Sione Katoa in the first minute after slick passing from halves Brendan Trindle and Daniel Atkinson. 6 minutes later, the home side hit back when centre Will Penisini brushed aside Kyle to Airo to cross wide out before Micah Sivo strolled over on the right side, and the Eels led 10-4. Come the 24th minute, and Sivo had a double after the Eels chose to run the ball on the last, and Kalma and Russell combined to create space for the Fijian flyer. Moses converted from the sideline for a 16-4 lead. A powerful charge by Junior Paula in the 48th minute helped the Eels extend their lead. Here are the match highlights.
Nice centre field. Brown working in, Gutherson joining in, Russell, Sivo. A training run results in back-to-back tries. To Alangi, away to Russell, now to Sivo. Sivo down the sideline, he absolutely demolishes Kennedy on his way.
Minutes. Kennedy, look at that.
What a run. He's been battered from pillar to post, and he's still got the pace to get on the outside. Mulatalo, Kennedy's there in support. Ronaldo, how good is that from Mulatalo? And Kennedy started it, and he finishes it. Junior Polar out wide, bumped away from Trindle. Sharks coming through, none of them can hold them.
Here's once again. He sees a nice short
Rush
side.
the short side, Moses through a gap, a pass away to Simonson. Welcome back, Mitchell Moses. Gets through, gets to Gutho, wrestles, gets it on the ground. Good try. Ori Katoa, he's so fast. He's tearing away for try number 2, and the Sharks are roaring back. Step, beat Hazelden, beat another. Dylan Brown! Cronulla 22. And a little work to do for the Sharks.
That's been the Midday News. Join us at 6 for more.